Happy Wednesday. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining me once again for our weekly Wednesday tutorial. Was caught in the middle of many meetings today, so I didn't come on to do a reminder to join me for our session today at 12 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. But if you have been following me all this time, you would know that every Wednesday I come on to teach at 12 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. So we have a few platforms going on at one time. We have Instagram here, so you will see my eyes looking everywhere. We have our Instagram followers. Quite a few of you are already here. Hey, hello. So many of you on Instagram. Say hi. Thank you for joining me today. And then we have on LinkedIn as well. So if you're watching me on LinkedIn, just make sure you say hi to me. So let me just make sure that I'll be able to see some comments here on LinkedIn. Okay. And then again on Facebook, make sure that you click on the link for StreamYard in order for me to see your name. For our new friends who just joined us and you don't know who I am, my name is May Yo Silvers. I am the owner of M2 Hospitality, a multiple six-figure profit event planning company. I'm also the founder, event mentor, and coach for Events for Anyone, where we help event planners, event designers, event decorators to start and grow your event planning company or your events business into a multiple six-figure profit as well. And our mentorship program is called the Unstoppable Eventrepreneur. So our goal is to help all of you to become an unstoppable eventrepreneur. So please make sure that you click on the StreamYard link so I can see your name. Hi, Keandra. I have quite a few Facebook users that just say, hey, hello, May. I can't see your name unless you allow StreamYard to publish your name. So same thing here for LinkedIn. Thank you for joining me and my Instagram follower. Hey, Sarita. Okay, so Christine. Okay, so I'm going to be, there's quite a few of you on Instagram with me as well. So I want to be respectful of your time. I know quite a few of you are actually joining me during your lunchtime. So I want to be able to give you as much content as possible. All right, it's not going to be a super long session today because it's going to be so direct. Okay, just like my style. All right, so today I want to talk a little bit about the two reasons why people will buy from you when you are having a sales conversation. Okay, so we are always, as a lot of salespeople, or actually, let me say, a lot of business owners, if you are in the business of selling your service, okay, not a product, but a service. If you have an actual product, this will work too. So if you are in the business of selling something, services or product, okay, and you, a lot of times in a sales conversation, you will talk about how you can help them, right? How you can help your clients, and you share with them your expertise, you share with them what they can get from you if they were to buy from you, buy this service from you. Like, I'm just going to use event planner because the scope is so wide, and our main focus is to help event planners to start and grow the event planning company into multiple six-figure profit business, right? So I'm going to talk a little bit about as an event planner. Okay, when you go into a sales conversation, all right, we are always so focused on sharing what we can do for the potential client. Oh, we can help you do A, B, C, D, E, F, X, Y, Z, right? And then we kept telling them, this is what we can do. This is what we can do. We're going to help you save time and money. Your experience is going to be so great, etc., etc., etc. Okay. So I want you to take into consideration, right? This has always been what you've been doing, right? In a sales conversation. The thing is, your potential client, in all reality, yeah, they hear what you can do for them. They hear your expertise. They hear you can do this, you can do that, you can help them save all these things. They hear you. But if what you're sharing with them is not what they need or want, then it's not going to work. Okay? Someone once told me that people will pay money for things that they want and they do not have. People will pay you a lot of money for something that you have, that they want, that they do not have. So when I go into a sales conversation, okay, instead of telling the people what I can do for them, how I can help them, I want them to tell me, of course, first and foremost, what they need help with, okay, what they need help with. And then I ask more, like, have they tried to find out how to do this themselves, right? These are one of the qualifying questions. So the two things, when you are talking about what you can do for them, how you can help them, your experience, how much money you can save them, etc., there's two things that goes on in their head, okay? They are not only just evaluating your skills, okay? Your potential client is not just evaluating your skills and not just evaluating how much time you can save them or money you can save them. They are not just evaluating you, they are also evaluating themselves. Okay, I'm going to repeat one more time. They are also evaluating themselves. When they look at what they ask you to do and you're presenting your solution, okay, you're presenting your solution and you're presenting the experience that how much time you can save them, there's two things they think, all right? Apart from thinking how skillful you are and whether you can actually do this job, they are thinking their own skills. They're evaluating their own skills. And they're also evaluating their time, how much value they give to their time, okay? So if you're telling them that you can do XYZ, you can create this vision for them, all right? And you're going to save them time and money. As the potential client, what I'm thinking in my head is, okay, all right, do I have these skills to do it myself? Can I do it myself? Do I want to do it myself? Because if what you're saying is something that they probably can do it themselves, they probably will do it. The question is, do they want to do it themselves? And the second thing they're thinking is, do I have the time to do it myself? Now, this is a very, very tricky question, because if they really want to do it themselves, they will find the time to do it themselves, correct? So it's how much value they place on themselves, how much value they place on their time, and not how much value they place on your time. You go into a sales conversation wanting to charge your worth, right? You want to charge your worth, you want to charge for your time, you want to charge for your expertise. That's what you want. But that's not what your potential client cares. They don't care. They don't care about what you want. They care about what they want. So before you go hard on you wanting to charge your worth, how much you can help them, all right, how much time you can save them, you have to understand how much value do your potential client place on their time. If they don't place a value, a dollar value, okay, tangible and intangible value to their time, they're not going to buy from you. You know why? Because they will have the time to waste. Okay, what you're sharing with me, your expertise, what you say you're going to do for my event, I can spend the time to go do more research. Okay, I can spend the time to go do more research, and then I can do it myself. But if you're speaking to someone who places a lot of value on their time, that means they see that if I spend this time to go do it myself, to go to the dollar store or Michael's or go online to buy all these things together and put it all together, that's not worth my time. My time is too precious. My time could be used to spend with my loved ones. My time can be used to go spend more on my business or to do self-care. Then they don't understand the value of their time. So first, they evaluate their own skills. Okay, they evaluate their own skills. If they feel that their skill level can be brushed up so they can do it themselves, they wouldn't ask you to do it. Okay, but in order to brush up their skill level or to learn how to do that thing, they need time, right? They need time. So the ultimate question here is, we have to find out how much do they value their time? How much do they value the experience of the end result? Because if we don't find out how much they value their time, okay, that means they don't mind wasting their time or spending their time to go learn all this craft, to go do the research. So when you're in a sales conversation, don't talk about you saving them time when you don't even know whether they want to save time. Okay? You don't even know if this is if they understand that their time is precious. If they don't put a value, if they don't put a value to their time, understanding that the time that they're going to spend to learn how to do all these things themselves or to implement all these things themselves, what they are giving up in order to allocate their time to do that thing, what are they missing out? That's how you're going to go into a sales conversation. What will you be missing out if you were to use this time that you could be using to do XYZ, to be with ABC? What experiencing are you missing out if you were to use this time to learn the skills to put all these things together? Does everyone follow me? Please share with me your comments, your questions, if you understand this train of thoughts, okay? This is probably one of the most common mistakes that a lot of us, when they go into a sales conversation, you are so quick to share with people what you can do for them when you don't find out what exactly is precious to them. What do they place value? What do they place most value on? Time, because you can't buy back time. So sometimes when I see an event and I see someone post the event that they just did, and I look at the setup, the first instinct that I got, okay, when I see what is being presented, immediately I look at the table setup, I'll be like, I can do this myself. Why am I paying you $500? Why am I paying you $1,000 to do this? Why? So I look at the table setup. Okay, nice tablecloth, all right, and a floral centerpiece. Okay, a floral centerpiece, some nice chargers, silverware, flatware, some decoration item, a beautiful backdrop. Okay, I was like, I can do this myself. I can just go to the store and do it myself, right? However, if this person who's showing me this picture tells me that, okay, I can do all this for you, and in my head, I'm thinking I can do this myself, and if this person knows how to apply this strategy, she will address the point. While it may look very simple, it may look like this is something that you or your friends and family can do it yourself. However, is this something that you want to do? If this person address this question, is this something that you want to do? You may have the skill set. Of course, you have the skill set. You are so smart, right? And you know people who can do it for you. But is this something that you want to spend time to go talk to people, show people that this is what you want, and then you go trouble all these people, or even yourself taking the time to go research, to go find out where to get these items, right? Where to get these items, and not even knowing what exactly is the market rate to pay for this thing. So you don't even know if you're saving money. And then when you're spending all this time, how can you best use your time? If you're not spending your time to do this yourself, how would you best use your time? And then you get me thinking. If a salesperson says that to me, immediately it gets me thinking, wow, now I have to go spend time to go ask my friends and family if they want to do this for me. Now I have to go bother them. Now I have to go do it myself, to go look for it and see where do I find all these materials. I mean, I can definitely do this myself, no problem. But all these are time. How do I know if I'm even paying the right price? And this time that I'm doing all this research and setting up all this myself, how can I better use my time? If I'm a business owner, I can better use this time to generate more sales. If I am a mom, I can better use this time to, oh my God, go get a spa. when my child is in school. Or spend more time with my husband, spend more time with my child, spend it for afternoon tea with my girlfriend, call my mother-in-law. There's so many more things I can do with my time. Your role as a salesperson is to emphasize the value of time, not your time, the value of your potential clients' time, and also make them understand that their skill level is not really there. They may think that they can do it, but it's not really there. I'm going to quote you one perfect example. Okay, I'm an event planner. Okay, and I do a lot of corporate events. Occasionally, I'll do weddings when my corporate clients wants me to plan their wedding or their children's wedding or their friend's wedding. So I'm selective about that. So as a corporate planner, we have a big scope of work, all right? So when I negotiate a contract for my client at a venue, my contract is so ironclad. So when I am in a sales conversation with my client, I will be more involved in asking questions instead of telling them what they need. I will be more focused on asking questions about what they need, and then I'll be asking questions to let they themselves assess their skill level. Not me telling them, you don't have the skill level to do that. I want them to assess their own skill level. So when I'm having a sales conversation, I will ask my potential client, okay? I'll ask my potential client, okay, on a contract, do you know what you can negotiate? And then they will tell me, maybe I'll try to ask for a better rate. I'll try to do this and that. I say, excellent. You do have some knowledge on how to go about doing this, right? I'm not going to make them feel like they are dumb, okay? My job is to make them feel comfortable and to be able to share information with me. I'm going to commend them for whatever information they give to me that, yes, you did some research, good for you. So you have some basic knowledge. And then I'm going to ask more questions. Do you know what else you can negotiate on a contract? Or do you know how we should go about picking a venue? Do you know how to put together a budget? So I'm going to ask more questions that they say that they are having a challenge with, okay? And I'm going to ask more questions like, do you know how to do that? Have you done some research? I want them to get to a point to tell me that, yeah, I've done some research. Oh, no, I don't. I don't even know that I can ask for this. And throughout this whole conversation, I am sharing with them my expertise. At the same time, they know my expertise because I'm sharing with them. But at the same time, I'm letting them evaluate their own level of expertise, their own level of skills. Then they will be thinking, I don't think that, I thought I can do it myself, but I don't think I could. She just threw me a whole bunch of questions that I don't even know that I could even ask on a contract, that I should be asking when I go look for a venue, that I should be asking when I'm talking to a vendor, to a florist. She just asked all these things that I don't even know how to do that. Okay, so they assess their own skill level, which is when they're talking to you, when they come to the sales conversation, they may think that they are at 7. After the sales conversation with you, they are at a 2. Okay, so they just drop the skill level that they assess themselves. Then I'm going to go in asking some more. You are such a smart person because you have already done some research. I'm sure you can do more research, right? Google is your friend. You can go Google everything. But do you want to do that? Do you actually want to go spend your time Googling all these answers? Sometimes you don't even know what you don't know. So if you were to do those things yourself, right? If you were to spend the time to do those things, those research yourself, Googling the questions to ask when you look for a venue, questions to ask when you look for a vendor, how to put together your budget sheet, you go Google all that and learning all that yourself. How many hours do you think you will need to spend on doing all this homework yourself? Let them speak, all right? Your job as a salesperson is not to tell, it's to ask. Not to tell people, not to tell your potential client what you can do, but to ask them questions so they come to the conclusion that they have to hire you. So this is how I do it. And then they will say that, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know where to start, but I probably would just go Googling, probably take me 3, 5, 8 hours. I don't know. Then I'm going to ask them. So those 3, 5, 8 hours, if you could spend that time somewhere else, what would you want to do? What would you spend your time on? I let them go think. I can spend my time on better things. Right? Then I come in and ask. So if that's the case, right, you know that you have to spend a lot of time to go do those research. And then even though after you do the research, you learn the skills, you're not so sure if you can actually do it the right way because you've never done it before. Does it make sense that we work together? Now that you know that I can do that job for you and I can save you time, so you don't have any more headaches, so that you'll be able to enjoy your time doing what you say you wanted to do. You ask for the sale, okay? The problem that a lot of us in our social media messaging, in the sales conversation, is we keep telling people what we can do for them, how much money we save for them, how much time we save for them. This is what I can do. They don't give a damn, all right? All they care about is, can I do it? Can I do it myself? Do I have the time to do it myself in order to save money, to not hire you? At the end of the day, your potential clients to decision to whether to work with you or not, the cost factor, okay, assuming that they really like you, but they're not going to work with you because of the budget, the only reason that they are hesitating to work with you is they see the investment, the risk, okay, or the loss of the money paying you. The pain is so much higher, okay? The pain of losing that money in paying someone to do it, it hurts them so much more than to actually do it themselves, okay? Than to actually do it themselves. So they rather suffer and learn how to do it themselves and spend their time or waste their time because they put the value of that to be a lot lower. Okay, the risk of doing that themselves is a lot lower than the risk in investing in you. So if we highlight the value of their time and their experience and the value that they are going to get by saving them time and the money and getting a pleasurable experience is so much higher than the cost of investing in you, they will buy. They will buy from you. Okay? So I hope this makes sense. This is something that probably you will have to sit and think for a little bit and watch this a few times to really understand exactly how to apply this strategy. Okay? So just remember, in a sales conversation, your job is to ask questions and then shut up. Okay? Your job is to ask questions, let them talk. The more they talk, the more opportunities or answers they're giving you to further the conversation, where that gives you the opportunity to talk about your value and the experience is going to be like to work with you. So don't just tell and talk all the time. Listen to them and ask questions. So in summary, in a sales conversation, the two things that your potential clients are thinking about whether they want to hire you or not is they're assessing their own skill level and assessing whether do they actually want to invest their time to learn and do this themselves. If you're able to highlight that the skill level is not really as high as they think they are, and you're able to highlight the value of their time, not your time, the value of their time, you will be able to close the sale. Okay? So, all right. Thank you so much. My Facebook member says that a few times it's right? You're dropping knowledge. Yes, you're going to watch this a few times. So I hope you enjoyed today's session. So I have another announcement to make. Due to popular demand, we are coming back with our Passion to Profit workshop once again. This will be the second one that we're doing for the year. And this time around will be March 7th. And it's on a Monday. And it's a 5-day workshop. The last workshop was a big, huge hit. We have over 800 people sign up for that. So the feedback that we have gotten from that workshop is you all love what we were teaching, but you all want me to incorporate a little bit more on the marketing, right? Identify your ideal client, identify your niche. How do you talk to your ideal client? Where do you find your ideal client? Who exactly is your ideal client? How do you market yourself to go get your ideal clients, right? So I would dedicate this workshop to include information like this one whole day, day 2. So day 1 is going to be the legalities, how to get yourself legit, and also how to build a team, system, and process. Day 2, we're going to talk about how do you market yourself to get your ideal client leads, okay? Or about marketing, day 2. And then day 3, we're going to talk about how your relationship with money is going to affect you closing a sale. So I'm going to teach you about sales conversion, questions to ask, okay, and how your relationship with money is going to sabotage you or actually help you in closing a sale. So that's day 3. Day 4, I share my journey again, how I built my 2 businesses, my coaching business and also my event planning business into a multiple 6-figure profit company. Day 5, pricing. I think quite a few of you had a moment the last workshop and you were not able to catch up to watch the replay. So I will be teaching pricing again, how to calculate your fees and also your return on investment and how to reach your income goal. So if you want to sign up, make sure you comment register. If you're watching this on replay, make sure that you hashtag replay, comment register, and your concierge inside the Facebook group will connect with you and then send you the Zoom link and also the workbook to get you all ready for our workshop for March 7th. Okay, please share this to anyone whom you think is going to benefit from this workshop. My workshop is not just for event planners. I mean, we teach event planners, event designers, and decorators. But if any one of your friends who is in business, this will be beneficial for them as well. So, all right, thank you so much, everyone, for giving me your time once again today. So I will see you back next Wednesday, same time, 12 p.m. Eastern time zone. Thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your Wednesday.